So it's not often that we actually go in and try to create a small forward build, but today we got a banger, okay? Today we tried to blend it up and make this build versatile, a small forward, and pretty well rounded, if I should say so myself. Now, of course, the name of this build is going to be pretty cool, I guess. I mean, everybody has seen this before, but today we are creating a Swiss Army knife. But y'all let me know if this is a little different or if this is, you know, kind of what the community is making. And also leave me a W or an L down below on depending on like how good or how bad this build is, okay? If you think it's a bad build, what would you change to make it better? Let me know that down below. But we're gonna go ahead and get into today's video. For real, I was just trying to sit back and try to make something similar to a Giannis, and then we got carried away and then we just added stuff that didn't make it a Giannis build. So just bear with me. This is just, you know, just us going crazy. All right. So position, we went for the small forward position. Our height is going to be 6'10". Now, this won't be a Giannis build whatsoever, but we have one that's going to be a lot closer to what I was trying to do with the Giannis build. But of course, we added a 3-pointer, we added a mid-range. So yeah, this is not Giannis. Okay, this is not Giannis. 6'10", 232 pounds is going to be our weight. And then for our wingspan, we went 6'10". So like I said, this is going to be a well-rounded, I mean, it's a Swiss Army knife, so it can do a little bit of everything, okay? You got it all in your arsenal. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the blue category, which of course is the finishing and, you know, asserting our dominance in the paint, I should say. Our close shot is going to be a 78. It's nothing too crazy, but it is good enough to get the job done. Our driving layup is going to be a 70. Boom, boom, boom. Our driving dunk is about to be an 82 driving dunk. So this is good enough. Unless they cap us with the height, we should be able to get Anthony Edwards. But if we are capped because we're a little too tall, then that's straight. I'm sure we can find other dunk packages, but the Anthony Edwards dunk package is always a go-to for me. Especially when I'm making guard builds and all that, like you literally just need an 82 driving dunk. And I believe like a 60 or a 65 vert, like it's really not hard. But yeah, there's a lot of dunk animations that we can get. Now they won't be the flashiest packages, but we'll still be able to dunk. So I'm just happy about that. Driving dunk is going to be an 82. Our standing dunk is going to be an 81. Yes, an 81 standing dunk, by far one of the highest standing dunks that I have on a build that's not a center. Okay, standing dunk 81. Post control, we went with a 67 for the post. Not too much here, but it's enough to get post up poet on bronze. All right, so we're gonna move on. Like I said, at first the idea was Giannis, and then you see here we kind of turned away from that. Now I know the mid-range shot is the easiest in NBA 2K25, but we still kind of went OD with it. All right, we went with an 88 mid-range here. All right, yeah, so I mean, yes, it's the easiest shot, and then when you put a cap breaker on here, it gets even easier because then you get that set shot specialist on gold. Like you'll start to really start going crazy and greening up. I mean, you can green with a silver, but if you can get that gold, I mean, why not get the gold? So mid-range is going to be an 88. Our 3-point shot is going to be an 80. Boom. Of course, cap breakers, you just need that 83 and you'll have the limitless on bronze. Our free throw, just in case you wanted to bring this build out to the rec, we do have an 81 free throw, which is, I think, a solid, because I mean, there shouldn't be a way on NBA 2K25 that you miss a free throw with an 81 unless you're just trolling. Like, you gotta be just trolling. Pass accuracy, we did put a little bit of pass accuracy on here. We went with an 80. I feel like the least would be like a 71. 71 pass ac, I think you could still get crazy with that, but you just gotta be smart about it. But an 80, I feel very comfortable with having an 80 pass accuracy. Now, when it comes to ball handle, I don't think we're going to get that much out of being a small forward. So we just went with a 77. That's almost maxed. I mean, there's nothing that we could really get from it. So we just went 77 here. And then for our speed with ball, we went with a 68. Try to squeeze out that bronze lightning launch. Now, when it comes to defense, I still wanted to be able to play a little bit of defense. I get it's a Swiss Army knife, but it's not like a two-way or nothing. So we did what we could. Okay, we did what we could. We have a 74 for the interior defense. I feel like that's solid enough, especially for a small forward. Like we're chilling. Perimeter defense, we did go 80. So yes, you can try to get cap breakers out there, and I mean, you're not going to do much, but I mean, you know, if you want that 81, then you good. Okay, but it's cool at an 80. If there's any badge that you really want to upgrade, then I guess you can just use your tier 2+1. Your steel, instead of going for a 60, the bare minimum, we went for a 73, which gives us that silver interceptor. For our block, we actually put a little bit of block on here. I was surprised, but we went with a 78 block. So yes, we still get paint patroller, we still get high flying denier, and those are some badges that I would like to have just to make this build even, you know, a little bit more fun. Okay, like if we can chase down and get a block, I would appreciate that. Let's just say that. All right, offensive rebound, we did go with a 70. And then for our defensive rebound, an 85. Boom. For our speed, I wish we could have put a little bit more speed on here, but we went with a 75 here. Now you can use cap breakers and you can boost it up to a 77 if you want. But yeah, 75 is where we went. Agility, we went with a 70. Keep in mind, this is a small forward. Ideally, if I was going for like more of a meta small forward, I would definitely go like 6'7", 6'6", maybe. Like I would just go shorter than 6'10". 6'10" is just not where it's at for a lot of these builds, but we just did what we could to make this as best as we could. So our strength, we went with an 81, and then for our vert, we went with an 80. So we really did what I thought was the best that we could really do. It is a very well-rounded build because yes, you can still play some defense. You can still create your own shot, you know, play make a little bit. You can still shoot lights out. And then on top of that, you're no stranger to easy lays, you know, a couple dunks here and there. So yeah, in my opinion, it's pretty well rounded. It's just not excelling at one thing, you know, and those are what makes meta builds meta, because they excel highly in your 3-point. So you got the badges and the attributes and everything. So this is cool just as a different build. Like if you just want to be unique, try something different, then this is just one of those ones that you just chill with. But I would definitely not take this out in like a competitive situation, you know what I mean? So if you're doing like a wager, or if you're trying to drop somebody off, like this ain't what you bring out here, bruh. This is not. We have tons of meta builds on this channel already, so this is why I'm kind of just like putting unique things out there, you know, cool names. But let's look at the takeovers real quick. There's only really a few to even discuss. I mean, I feel like Glass Gunner could be a good one. 3-point shot, an 88, offensive rebound 78, defensive a 93. That's pretty cool with the marksman. So I would use that. But I think the best one in this list would probably be offensive artist, which your mid-range would be a 95, your 3-point shot would be an 87. This is without cap breakers. And then your pass accuracy will be an 87 with Silky Shooter as your takeover. So yeah, I think those are, if I had to do the top 3, I would also add, I would also add 3&D. 3&D is just like the go-to, especially if I'm like a two-way sharp or something. But yeah, 3&D having the 87 3-pointer. So say we boost the 3-pointer up a little bit, just know we can definitely get into the 90s with our 3-point shot. Our perimeter defense will go to an 87, and then our agility will go to a 77. So that is pretty sweet. You get pretty much a boost on offense and defense, not just one side of the ball. So that's why I like 3 and D. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about the build down below in the comment section. Is it a W? Is it an L? It's not a competitive build at all. So this is just one of those unique things that, you know, we just was messing around and we got this. So we got Shades of Hidu Turkoglu, Mr. Hachimura, and also Paul George. So we did successfully create a Swiss Army knife. So yeah, like, I mean, I definitely don't see this going anywhere near comp, but I mean, I'm so tired of creating comp builds, bro. So yeah, if you want a comp build, then we have those. If you want some unique fun builds, we have a lot of those. I'm just trying to be a little different, you know. The game's kind of dry, content's kind of dry, so I'm just, you know, making some fun out of it. Let's make these builds, baby. Let's make these builds. But thank you guys so much for watching. And if you enjoyed it, then please leave a like on the video. And if you have not seen the video that's on your screen right here, then make sure to click on it. And I will see you all in this video next.